a woman blogger.
They say a lot in the comments though.
Well, because you're not like leaning on your sexuality for what you do.
No, I don't.
And beyond not being a sex worker.
But you know, I am labeled as like a bob, ran through, you know, a crackhead.
You dated a lot of rappers.
Not a lot. A few.
And you filmed music videos at their graves after they died.
Oh God, here goes Adam.
I found out about that after we got done the episode. That she's been to the grave of her ex-boyfriend and shot a music video?
No.
Explain to me then.
It was not at the gravesite because he was cremated.
Okay.
That's where you got killed at.
Where'd you go? The ocean?
At Jimboyz. But
What's
what
that?
happened was, Jimboyz was where the street he was on when he passed.
Oh, okay.
But what happened was, I was actually shooting that music video for like an ally gang he was affiliated with. And then like the videographer was like, well, you might as well go all the way. You know, at the time I was like on syrup and Xanax. I'll be honest, you don't care when you're high. You don't care when you're high. Let's be real. You don't care. So it's like at the time.
I feel like you're putting a nice clean shine on filming a music video at your dead ex-boyfriend's site where he died.
Adam, I was
Look at Adam throwing no more under the bus.
Did y'all break up?
Because the videographer's in jail.
They were already broken up. Yeah. And she was looking at him like an op, so she was on her gravedigger mode.
Faded.
She was at her.
Can I speak my piece?
Yes.
Can I speak my piece?
Air it out.
Okay. They posted a picture after his passing with bullet holes in my son's face with 36K on it.
Who did?
Everybody he was affiliated with, yes.
Why? They were that mad at you?
It wasn't even me at that point. I didn't even come into the picture until after that picture was surfacing all over the internet. So when people say Jaleec just went and did that, no, I was triggered. Okay, now you guys want to play, let's play. That's what it was. But it wasn't really for him. It was for the people he was affiliated with that posted it. But then my videographer said, you might as well just go all the way. And I'm like, well.
Do you got
listen to what Bricc Baby's about to ask her. And honestly, it's a valid point.
Please, as an adult.
Absolutely.
No, because what I'm saying is,
wow, that was an amazing moment.
No, because what I'm saying is, you need to keep it with you.
Yeah.
No kids.
They be on her noggin, fool.
That's what I said. You need to keep it
neck.
with you. You a little bit. You playing.
You know that. Listen, you know that.
I don't know
this
if I could give you a pass. If that was my brother, you filmed the shit right there. I don't know if I could give you a pass when I see you. I might blow you down. Dead female or not. I don't really see that shit bisexual. Mine is.
Valid. You have a valid point.
Gangbang females out here, so I don't want to hear that shit. I had a bitch draw down on me, nigga, and scared the shit out of me, nigga. That bitch.
Now, honestly, as much backlash as Bricc Baby gets on the internet, he had a valid point. Now, the reason why I say this, I wouldn't even make this video if she wasn't a mother. Honestly, if she was just a young lady making videos on the internet, what is my point? Why? Right? God bless you. Kudos to you. But the reason why it draws a lot of red flags to me is like you're a mother at the end of the day, right? And you have children. And if you go to her content, now just give you guys a little preface of the story. Jaleec, from what I've seen or the videos I've looked at, she's actually a pretty dope journalist in terms of relaying the information, in terms of drawing emotion. She's, in terms of her orator skills, she's great. She's great at that. But then the more and more videos I've watched, it gets more and more heinous. The type of things that are being said, it's almost wicked. Not even gonna lie to you, it's almost wicked. And then on top of that, some people just pulled up with ski masks to No Jumper. Now, if you're going to be a host at No Jumper is a public address at this point. It's not hidden. The whole LA knows where No Jumper is at. And so a lot of the things that she's said where they'll get into it in terms of her going to a graveyard of the deceased, rest in peace, Bricc, in terms of her claiming certain rappers aren't tough or for not sliding or things of that nature. Again, I'm not a street dude. I'm not a gangster. I'm not a gangbanger, right? So just coming from a perspective of looking at this young lady as a mother and seeing what she's getting herself into, and in result getting less than millions of views, even if she were to get millions of views, why jeopardize the safety of not only yourself but your children? Are you making life-changing amount of money? Is No Jumper going to get you out of the hood? I hope so. But I can't even really speak too much on No Jumper about this because I love the fact that they're holding her accountable and letting her know, like, hey, like, Bricc Baby gets a lot of backlash, but he's got a point. He's got a point. Like, look, if you don't got no serious felonies, you should probably invest in that. The type of things that you're saying, the way you're carrying yourself, it's going to incite a lot of things. And now my question is, what good is it if you might not necessarily be here to enjoy it? Okay, you can leave it for your children, but I think you would be more important than your children than leaving some kind of financial stability. Any child would rather have their parents back than the money that they left them. Anyone, forget a child. So my point, just looking at him like, wow, she's great at, listen, contrary to popular belief, but out of the whole like no jumper universe, I consider myself like one of the dopest potters, standing alone, being able to like, you know what I mean, all that stuff. We'll get into that. But when I look at, I would consider myself a good judgment of character and potential. And when I look at her, do an examination of her talent, her content, her potential, I'm like, there's potential there. Trust me, there's a lot of potential there. She could definitely work her way into a lot of dope media discussions, dope hip hop discussions. But there's no way that anybody of substance, any platform of substance will hire you knowing that you're inciting that type of beef, inciting that type of riot. And Adam, I mean, shout out to Adam because he called you out. He's like, listen, there's a difference between making clickbait content and then actually verbatim in your video saying, oh, you guys are B-words for not sliding. Oh, if you're not going to slide, then just change the... And coming from, listen, again, if she wasn't a mother, who am I to speak? She got brothers, friends, uncles, nieces, and everybody can, you know what I mean? But when you put this on the public for the internet to see, you got to remember, your kid's going to grow up someday. Is this the type of legacy that you want to leave? Is this how you want to be known? Because the way that she be giving up the information on the internet, anybody that has a little bit of education can tell that she's smooth. Like she got some kind of book smarts to her. The way she breaking down this information and making it palatable for a lot of people, that's dope. That's dope, and that's a talent in and of itself. But when I see something like when Bricc Baby's telling you like, hey sis, you might want to do that, because if you were to do that with my family member, I wouldn't be able to. And that you got to commend him, because as explicit as that is, that's a fair warning. That's genuinely a fair warning. And my advice would be to her, and who am I? I'm just MJTV, slept out the car, all that good stuff, Mr. Bridge the Gap, Arizona Hip, all that good stuff, right? But I would just say, like, you're dope. You're talented, sis. Like, you got it. For sure you got it. Like, to be able to break it down, you could hold this live streams on your own. You could do well with other mics. I could see you interviewing artists. But leave the extras alone, especially the fact that you're a mother, especially the fact that you got children to be alive for. Ain't no content worth it. Trust me. You think any piece of content is worth not being here for your... No. That's backwards. That's backwards. That's definitely backwards. So if you're going to sit next to Adam, he's definitely a dope potter. You know what I mean? He done gave us a lot of bad potting. We done learn a lot of potting from him. You feel me? He be doing a lot of weirdo stuff, but that's cool. We rock with bro. We give him a pass. Less you know that's bro. You got the hip hop, you know what I mean, paradigm of a encyclopedia. So shout out to bro. And then Bricc Baby, you know, man, God bless bro, man. Keep you in my prayers for sure. I couldn't imagine just headline after headline. Man, it takes a lot of mental solitude to be able to keep coming back on the internet and doing it. So, prayers up to you, man. Anyways, what do y'all think about it? Let me know in the comments. Man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.